The Governorate of Dalmatia was a territory divided in 3 provinces of Italy during Italian Kingdom and Italian Empire epoch, created in April 1941 at the start of World War II in Yugoslavia from the existing province of Zara together with occupied Yugoslav territory, annexed by Italy after the invasion of Yugoslavia by the Axis powers and the signing of the Rome Treaties. Background: Dalmatia was a strategic region during World War I that both Italy and Serbia intended to seize from Austria-Hungary. Italy joined the Triple Entente allies in 1915 upon agreeing to the London Pact that guaranteed Italy the right to annex a large portion of Dalmatia, in exchange for Italy's participation on the Allied side. From 5 to 6 November 1918, Italian forces were reported to have reached Lissa, L'Agosta, Sebenico, and other localities on the Dalmatian coast. By the end of hostilities in November 1918, the Italian military had seized control of the entire portion of Dalmatia that had been guaranteed to Italy by the London Pact, and by the 17th of November, had seized Fiume as well. In 1918, Admiral Enrico Millo declared himself Italy's governor of Dalmatia. Famous Italian nationalist Gabriele D'Annunzio supported the seizure of Dalmatia and proceeded to Zara in an Italian warship in December 1918. However, in spite of the guarantees of the London Pact to Italy of a large portion of Dalmatia and Italian military occupation of claimed territories of Dalmatia, during the peace settlement negotiations of 1919 to 1920, the 14 points of Woodrow Wilson that advocated self-determination of nations took precedence, with Italy only being permitted to annex Zara from Dalmatia, while the rest of Dalmatia was to be part of Yugoslavia. This enraged Italian nationalists who considered this as a betrayal of the promises of the London Pact. Characteristics: the Governorate of Dalmatia was made up of parts of coastal Yugoslavia that were occupied and annexed by Italy from April 1941 to September 1943, together with the pre-war Italian province of Zara on the Dalmatian coast, including the island of L'Agosta and the island of Sassano, now Albania, and totaling about 200 square kilometers, which Italy had possessed since 1919. The town of Zara, which had included most of the Italian population of Dalmatia since the beginning of the 20th century and was largely Italian-speaking, was designated as its capital. The creation of the Governorate of Dalmatia fulfilled the demands of Italian irredentism, but not all of Dalmatia was annexed by Italy. The German puppet state known as the independent state of Croatia took some parts of it. Nevertheless, the Italian army maintained de facto control over the whole of Dalmatia. The Kingdom of Italy divided the governorate in 3 Italian provinces, Zara, Spallata and Cattaro, but never created officially an Italian region with the name Dalmatia. While the governorate was not called a region of Italy, the northern Dalmatian islands of Veglia and Arb were administratively united to the Italian province of Fiume and became areas of Italy. In September 1941, Italy's fascist dictator, Benito Mussolini, ordered the military occupation of the entire Dalmatian coast, including the city of Dubrovnik, and islands such as Vis and Pag, which had been given to the puppet independent state of Croatia of Ante Pavelic. Mussolini tried to annex those areas to the governorship of Dalmatia, but was temporarily stopped by the strong opposition of Pavelic, who retained nominal control of them. Fascist Italy even occupied Marindal and other villages that had previously belonged to the Banovina of Croatia, Milic Selo, Paunovo Selo, Zunicello, Vukobrati, Vidnarovici and Vrovci. In 1942 these villages were annexed to Cernomigla, which was then part of the Italian province of Ljubljana. Even though the population was not Slovene but Croatian, the governorship was held until January 1943 by Giuseppe Bastianini, when he was recalled to Italy to join the cabinet, his place as governor being taken by Francesco Ginta. The Governorate of Dalmatia was cancelled administratively by Badoglio in August 19, 1943. It was substituted by direct rule of the three Prefetti, governing the provinces of Zara, Spalato and Cattaro. Territory. The Governorate of Dalmatia consisted of three provinces, Zara, Spalato and Cattaro. The administrative capital was Zara. After the autumn of 1941, the Dalmatian islands of Pag, Brac and Hvar, part of the independent state of Croatia, were occupied by the Italian army, along with an area of Croatia which was away from the coast of Sinj towards the center of Bosnia, near Sarajevo and Banja Luka. However, these were not formally annexed to the governorate after the Kingdom of Italy changed sides to the Allies in 1943. German forces took over the area. This territory was not given to the fascist Italian Social Republic, but instead completely dissolved and added to the puppet independent state of Croatia. But Zara remained Italian until 1945. The city suffered a terrible bombing in 1944. The Allies documented 30 bombing raids, while contemporary Italian accounts claim 54. Fatalities recorded range from nearly 1,000, up to as many as 4,000 of the city's 20,000 inhabitants, and 60% of the city's buildings were fully destroyed. On October 30, 1944, the last Italian authority in Dalmatia, the Zara prefect Vincenzo Serentino, left the destroyed city with the remaining Dalmatian Italians. Governors of Dalmatia: Giuseppe Bastianini, Francesco Ginta.